And welcome back to another Behind the Music, hosted by the one and only No Sugar, No Cream podcast.
Yes,
I am
amen.
your host, Seth with the mostest, the Oreo
Funniest
creamy.
man in Nashville.
Let's not put that to a vote. Tim, you got another song to discuss?
Yes,
again?
yes.
Without a hitch or two, or
Yes. So this will be number 2 on the behind the scenes of
Behind the Music.
Behind the Music. Yes,
Yes.
better. Behind the Music.
Let's
Changing the
copyright it.
title at midstream.
Copyright it.
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah. For my album Born in South Dakota. And this is episode number 2. And for this song,
which is so odd because weren't you not born in Tallahassee? No? Oh, I'm mistaken. I'm sorry.
In South
Reddit
Dakota.
rumor. There's your tongue tied. Reddit rumor. Yeah.
So this song that I want to do now is called "I Can't Help Myself." It's a song I solo wrote. The last song we did was "Born in South Dakota," which I wrote with my good buddy Jimmy D. This one I solo wrote. This is "Can't Help Myself." Should we hear a bit of it?
Let's do it.
Okay, so "I Can't Help Myself," Tim Wolf band version.
I deleted your number from my phone, so I couldn't text you anymore. The problem is, I've got it memorized.
That's a good line.
I'm still taking it on the chin, and somehow getting back up again. I'm sleeping where the dilemma lies. I can't help myself, don't want nobody else. Oh, I can't help myself, don't want nobody else. Ooh, I can't help myself, don't want nobody else. Oh, I can't help myself, don't want nobody else. Ooh, I can't help myself. Oh, I can't help myself. The train is.
I would say you can't help yourself. Can you?
Yeah,
That's catchy.
yeah.
It's not. I like it.
So thank you. It is. Do you want to talk about the chorus or the verse first?
We'll start with the verse.
The first verse. Okay.
Yeah.
So this first part of the verse is inspired by an actual woman that I had her phone number and I would text her and then I would regret texting her. And I've been told that by other songwriters even have complimented me, and I am so humbly grateful that they love that opening lyric. I've heard from a number of folks, and that's just what they've told me. So I deleted your number from my phone so I couldn't text you anymore. The problem is I've got it memorized.
Which is impressive because I don't remember anybody's number. I don't remember a single number. I know 911. That's all I know.
Anyway, people have told me they love that line, and it was
No, it's good. It's really good.
I mean, actually, I didn't have her number memorized, but I deleted it from my phone, and then there was a group text that I was in, and it was popped up, and she happened to be in that group text. So there her number was again. I mean, so a little bit of poetic license, license. And so I got her number from that, even though I deleted it. I didn't have it memorized, but it popped up in a group text that I was in. It had to do some music event I was involved with, and she was involved with that. And so there her number was again, even though I deleted it. So of course I copied it and put it back into my phone because I couldn't help myself. I wrote that first part, and then I can't help myself. I just was so angry with myself because I wanted to not reach out to her, but I would in moments of weakness because I was really attracted to her, but I knew it wasn't going to work out and it wasn't the right thing. So it was that battle in my mind between my attraction, and she wasn't a bad person by any means, but it just wasn't going to work out for us, and it didn't. She's married now. But the second part of the verse is probably one of my proudest lyrics, but no one has commented on it. They all comment about the first part, and that is, have you ever heard the phrase, that's where the dilemma lies.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's a turn of phrase.
Oh no, yeah, that was good too.
That's where the dilemma lies. You know, why? That's where the dilemma is. That's where, which way do we go? We're at a fork in the road. That's where the dilemma lies. And so I put in there, I'm sleeping where the dilemma lies.
No, it's good.
Because I'm basically living right there at the fork in the road between knowing what I should do and what I want to do. You know, so I'm sleeping where the dilemma lies, because of lies. You're lying down when you're sleeping. So I like it. It's one of my favorite lyrics that I've ever written, but maybe I'm the only one. Anyway. And then the chorus just repeats a lot. I can't help myself. I can't help myself. I can't help myself. I can't help myself. And, you know, you could say that it's over repeating, but there's a lot of songs that just repeat the same thing. I mean, John Mayer, remember, he had a song, I Still Feel Like Your Man. Remember that album came out in like 2016, 2017. I remember we were driving to a cruise and we were listening to that album. And I remember that was the first song on the album. And the chorus in that song is just, I still feel like your man, repeated 5 or 6 times. There's
still like your man.
I still feel like your man. You know, and John Mayer is just a highly gifted songwriter. So if he can do that, I'm not saying I'm at the level of John Mayer, but you try to learn from other people. That's what learning a craft is. You learn from other people that you admire. Feel a little self-conscious about the number of times I repeated I can't help myself, but nobody has complained. It's just in my mind that
So it's one of those... You didn't like texting it because you feel like you didn't get enough response back from her.
And I knew it wasn't going to work out, you know. And I was trying to you know, escape and turn away from that so that I wouldn't be anguished in pain. I was trying to protect myself from having some pain and anguish from that. Yeah, she was very sporadic in her, you know, very, very, I wrote some other songs about this particular woman.
I think I'm definitely inspired. I think I'll deactivate the tracking device I have on my ex-girlfriend. You let it go.
Yeah. The song "Don't Be Coming Around Here No More" is inspired by the same woman. In that song, I talked about how she you know, she were the queen of mixed signals. And one day she'd be, you know, very fervent, and the next day she'd be cold as a stone. That's the lyrics in that song, talking about the same woman. So I was getting mixed signals, and it would mess me up because I was like, oh, where's this gonna go somewhere? And then next time I'd see her, it was like cold stone. I'm like, what am I gonna do? And so meanwhile, I was attracted to her, so I can't help myself. I mean, that was the song. And try to put a little bit of a rhythm to it, make it a little bit danceable. Let's listen to the second verse.
The train is barreling down the tracks, full speed forward and not coming back. No way I can stop it or try to get off. As it gathers steam, I'm on the downhill side, and I'm hanging on for dear life. I'm all in, and I own it like a boss. I can't help myself.
So I tried to paint some imagery like a freight train going downhill, and you're not going to stop a freight train. It goes with I couldn't help myself. I mean, it was my attractions, my desire to date this woman was so powerful, and I'm battling in my mind, you know, because sometimes you have an attraction for someone, and so I tried to paint that as a train, but yet I knew I own it like a boss. I knew, I mean, I didn't like that, you know, one part of me didn't like it, but I knew it was real in my being. So that was the imagery I tried to paint in that verse. What's your thoughts, comments?
Well, it's nice to know. So you really went on a train. That's good. And there wasn't no brakes going out or nothing like that. That's good to hear. Makes a lot more sense once you explain it. Maybe I'm not meant for this kind of...
It's not made for this kind of imagery.
Apologize. That's good. That's good.
Yeah, so I can't help myself, and that's the song. Any comments, questions about? And then there's a guitar solo in it. Guitar solo.
So if you're on, definitely an Amtrak. I think that's
recorded it here in this studio. So then it goes into a half chorus.
Okay. What's the boss line? Something about a boss, right?
Yeah.
Either in the
I'm
song
all
or-
in and I own it like a boss.
Explain that. Break that down a little bit.
Have you ever heard like a boss? I mean, you're really, so I'm all in. I mean, I know this is how my attraction is. I'm not denying it to myself. And I know that in a moment, that's one side. The part that has the attraction is talking. I'm all in and I own it like a boss.
Gotcha.
And I know that it's real.
That's a good line.
On my side. Thank you.
Like a boss.
Well, I guess, let's see, I was rhyming with, let's see what my rhymes were.
The train is barreling down the track.
So track.
Full speed forward and not coming back.
Back. So track and back.
No way I can stop it or try to get off.
Not really a rhyme there.
As it gathers steam, I'm on the downhill side.
Side.
And I'm hanging on for dear life.
Life.
I'm all in and I own it.
I know what I did.
Like a boss.
Okay, so I did an AAB rhyme. So the two lines rhymed, and then that third line doesn't really rhyme. No way I can stop and get off.
It works.
And then you go later on, the boss rhymes with the off. So it's a AAB. And so the third line doesn't really rhyme with anything right there. It was like, what does that rhyme with? Well, it rhymes later on. So you do an AAB. So it goes, I have to actually sing it to remember it. So the train is barreling down the track, full speed forward and not coming back. So that's, train is barreling down the track is A, the first A. Full speed forward and not coming back. That's the second A. And then the B part is, no way I can stop it or try to get off. I think, well, there's no rhyme for off. He didn't rhyme anything. Then you say, as it gathers speed, I'm on the downhill side and I'm hanging on for dear life. So as it gathers speed, I'm on the downhill side. That's the first A line. And I'm hanging on for dear life. That's the second A line. So side and life are rhyming. And then I'm all in and I own it like a boss. That's the second B line that rhymes, no way I can stop it or try to get off. So it's an AAB. So it's kind of a delayed rhyme, The easiest, most simplest rhyme is AABB. You're rhyming the lines that are next to each other. But by having a more complex system where you have two lines that rhyme with each other, then a third line that doesn't rhyme with anything until later, it when at that end of that line, it calls closure because you're like, well, where's the rhyme for that?
Wait for it.
You're waiting for it. Yeah. And there it is at the end.
Yeah, that's good.
In the end. So it's a way of building a little tension. And then if anyone's paying attention, you probably don't even realize it. It's subconscious. You probably don't even realize it, but when you hear that off and boss, there's the relief. It rhymed. It closed. Now, sometimes you don't rhyme, and then you really create tension and it doesn't get relieved. If you're trying to create some anxiety in a song, and make a rhyme that people are expecting. Songwriting is a little bit of expectation and okay, that makes sense. And also not giving them what they expect. That's great art is like that. Writing, movies, books, whatever it is. You have to do something familiar. If it's completely foreign, it's going to be hard for anybody to grab it and understand it. It's got to be somewhat familiar, but you also want to surprise them. You don't want to make it so formulaic. How many times have we watched a Netflix movie? We talked about this in our podcast. I think sometimes the mid Netflix, or not just Netflix, anybody, is just mid and it's so predictable. You can see what's going to come. It's formulaic. Oh, you know what's going to happen. You've seen shows like that, right? Mm-hmm. So great art is, okay, you understand it? Okay, this is a detective show. I understand the basics about it. The detective's going to be a guy with a good heart, but he's a little bit...
Probably love movies have the biggest...
What's that?
I'd say love
okay.
movies.
Well, especially Hallmark.
Movies.
Hallmark are so formulaic.
Right, yeah.
In fact, TikTok people have done videos of it. The woman from the big city goes back to her hometown, and there's the guy there raising pumpkins, but he makes the best pumpkin pie, but he doesn't know how to market it. And she's a marketing expert, and she's engaged to get married, but yet she ends up falling in love and helping him with his business, and he makes $1 million, and they live in the town, and they love happy ever after. Some slight variations of that are so many Hallmark movies, So that is a formula, And
if
maybe
they changed it, they'd lose their audience.
yeah. I mean, so you that tension between expectation and familiarity and a little bit of a surprise are the best. Like which was it? You asked me, there was a show we were watching and you haven't seen it yet. And you asked me if it was any good, and I said it surprised me. It was the one, I don't think you've seen it. I think I watched it without you. And I told you it surprised me because something happened that I did not expect. I did not see coming. Something happened. And so,
Oh, that new Netflix one, the
what was it called?
murder mystery one or whatever. Was it a murder mystery? I can't remember now, but yeah, it just hit Netflix, I think.
Yeah. And so you know that tension between, and so you do that with different things. And I did that in the first verse too. I deleted your number from my phone, so I couldn't text her anymore. There I'm rhyming phone and more. Will you give me that rhyme? It's on the edge.
But the best people do that, and it's really how you say it too. I mean, like that's Eminem's known for doing that, saying words in a certain way.
Thank you.
Where
it
rhymes.
Yes, I deleted your number from my phone, so I couldn't text her anymore. Problem is, I got it memorized. Okay, where's the rhyme with memorized? I'm still taking it on the chin and getting back up again. So chin and again.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sleeping where the dilemma lies. Dilemma lies and memorized. So, I'm so relieved that I was consistent in my verse 1 and verse 2.
Dear Lord,
I would have lost my songwriting license if I had not stayed consistent. I'm kidding. Sometimes songwriters do change but the standard way of doing it is once you set a pattern, you follow that pattern. So in verse 1, whatever your rhyming pattern is, you should follow that pattern in verse 2. And I did. So AAB in both verses. I'm so relieved. So did you get it? So I deleted your number, so I couldn't text you anymore. I deleted your number from my phone, so I couldn't text you anymore. So I'm putting phone and more. I mean, that's a soft rhyme. Oh, more. It depends how you say it. More. A hard rhyme is what they did back, years ago, where phone, alone, bone, both the vowel and the consonant match. Or perfect rhyme. I should say not hard rhyme, perfect rhyme. That's called a perfect rhyme. Cole Porter days. Every Cole Porter song from the 40s or the 50s, Frank Sinatra song, pretty much all of them are hard, perfect rhymes. Well, that's not in fashion today. And I think I mentioned this once on our podcast. In fact, perfect rhymes are okay, but I remember being at a music conference and there was a guy who was critiquing songs. It's actually Taxi, I'll just say it. Taxi, some people may know Taxi. And one of the critiquers who you send in your songs and you get critiqued, he said, if I hear a perfect rhyme in a song, I'm going to reject it just because of that, nothing else. That's a little bit over the top because there are songs that still use perfect rhymes, but it's generally accepted that you don't use perfect rhymes.
Comes across as cheesy in a way, right? Like,
yes, it's very old fashioned. Yes. But that doesn't mean it can't work. I mean, if you tear apart songs and the craft of the song, it can work, but you got to be careful. I mean, it's much more common to have what they call soft rhymes. And they even have things that are not even the vowels don't match, just they call them consonant rhymes. The consonants match. And that's really stretching it. I wouldn't do that. But, I mean, there's different ways of rhyming. It's the expectation again is that you rhyme. Now, another one of my songs, the expectation, another one of my songs, Tell the Truth. If you make up stories to impress your friend, I use the expectation of the song. And I made a rule, I really don't want to swear in any of my songs. I want my songs to be PG ready. Although I did use the D word damn in one of my songs, and I regret that. I sent the sample, it's Million Lonely Hearts. And I sent...
Nothing wrong with a water dam.
That song is on Everything I Learned in Grade School album. And I actually sent the what I thought were scratch tracks to my producer with the expectation, because most of the scratch tracks I sent him, he asked me to redo. And I expected him to say, you need to redo this. The next thing he sent back to me, he had mixed it and he accepted the scratch tracks. And I wasn't, and we were 14 songs. We didn't really have time to go back. I'm like, if he expected it, and there was, I used the word damn. And I'm like, if I had to do it over again, I would redo it because, I mean, it's not even on the list. You could say that on the radio. You can say that's not considered a verboten word. But anyway, that's the only time that I feel like I've gotten close to the line. So I dealt with the expectation of that, with Tell the Truth. And I created a little bit of expectation. And it goes with, you make up stories to impress your friends or to get out of a jam. The rhyme line would be get out of a jam. So it's a 4-line, and the first line doesn't rhyme. The second line would rhyme with line 4. So if you make up stories, or maybe make it one long line. If you make up stories to impress your friends or get out of a jam, the truth will come bite you and will come back and bite you in. You're rhyming with jam. You're expecting the word
spam.
You're expecting a body part. But I said, so you ankle. Yes, that's it. That's the one. But I didn't sing that, and I hesitated. So this is how it goes. It goes, I'm using the expectation and the familiarity and surprising the listener with that. Now, that song is not on the album, but it's just an indication of thinking about rhyming. So if you make up stories to impress your friends or to get out of a jam, the truth will come back and bite you in the, and then I just waited and said, last place you'd ever expect. So I rhymed jam with last, but I did it with a delay. Will bite you in the last place you'd ever expect. And most people are expecting me to say another word that has an AS in it, but I didn't say that word. So I'm using the expectations and surprising. And that song, I have a lot of people have told me they like that song. So that's Tell the Truth. It's on my Cool Again album. So that's how you use, rhyming and you the tension between familiarity and expectation and surprise. That's what I did in that song. Now, how we recorded it. Now that song had come out with a previous edition on Cool Again. It's called I Can't Help Myself, funky version. It's got some sax on it that my producer played. And then I did it with the band. We recorded the bass and drums, and you can hear Kenny counting it up. 1, 2, 3, 4 with his Kentucky accent. He's got a Kentucky Southern accent. And Kerry, did I misspoke? Kenny is my producer. Kerry is the drummer. And he counts it off, and we play the parts, and they played their bass and drums. And I played my part, but I came back here and focused on, I want to play, I want to sing with nothing else. I don't want to be, when I'm doing a recording, when I'm going live, it's fine. You got to play and sing. But when I am recording a record, and I think most artists do this, I don't want to be playing I want to focus on one thing. I want to do the best vocal take I can, and I don't want to be playing guitar. So I brought the tracks back here. I played my guitar part while I was not singing. Added my guitar parts, and then I added my vocal parts while I was not playing guitar, so I could focus 100% on what I was doing and make it the very best take that I could. And I did it in the studio here that we're sitting in, and so the guitar solo as well, I did it here, the rhythm guitar as well, and the vocal tracks. And then I sent it off to my producer, and he added background vocals, and he added some other rhythm guitar as well. He's a very talented musician, sax, keyboards, guitar, and vocals as well. I mixed it, sent it back to me, and then usually I make some comments, or I like this, or change this. We finalize the mix and get it mastered, and presto, song is done. And that's how we do it.
Excellent. And that's another segment for Behind the Music, hosted by No Sugar, No Cream podcast, which you can catch every Tuesday on Facebook Live and also later on Spotify and Apple. But thank you, Tim, once again for sharing a song with us.
Yes, thank you, Seth.
You're welcome. Oh, I'm not used to being thanked. We'll catch you next time, guys.
Yeah.
Bye.
That's awesome.
It's going to keep recording, isn't it?
It is, but I'll cut it off.
Okay. Hey, Tim, do you know what the fish said when he swam into a wall? Oh, no. You should know, you dirty mouth man.